Official languages in Papua New Guinea. 3 languages are listed by the Papua New Guinea government as important, if not official: Tok Pisin, Hirumotu, and English. It may seem incongruous to speak about English as a second language in a country where it is one of the official languages. Yet English is a first language for almost no indigenous Papua New Guinea citizen. It may well be the language of government, business, and education, and the only language that overcomes indigenous linguistic rivalries and opens up Papua New Guinea to the international stage, but it is hardly spoken as the everyday language of first choice. Indeed, none of the 3 most widely used languages is a pure native language. Hirimotu is a pidgin language with some Creole features, a mixture of the native Motu language, an Austronesian language, and other languages, including Pisin and English, arising due to pre-European trade convergence, the speaking of which is restricted to Papua in the southern part of the country, around Port Moresby, often as a first language for children of parents of mixed language. It has been in decline since the 1960s. Tok Pisin developed in the early 1800s among plantation labourers taken mainly to Samoa as a simplified English, making use also of local dialects, particularly from New Britain and New Ireland, Samoan and German. This explains the difference between the pidgin of Papua New Guinea and that of other Pacific islands like Vanuatu and the Solomon Islands, where the labourers were taken to Queensland. When these labourers returned home, they used this pidgin English as a lingua franca, and its popularity developed from there, particularly as intermarriage between diverse language groups increased. Following independence from Australia in 1975, some thought that a desire for greater independence and greater self-identity would see Tok Pisin replace English as the dominant language for the whole country, even though it remained government policy in the earliest decades after independence to promote English as the national language, albeit only after literacy in Tok Pisin or some other vernacular had been developed in the early years of primary education. Indeed, Tok Pisin is known now by at least 3/4 of the country's population as a second language, and is the first language, according to 2004 figures in Simons and Fenning, of some 122,000 people, for some 50,000 of whom it is their only language.